Welcome back to the Unoriginal Screenplay podcast. We're back again for episode 2 this time. I am with my lovely co-hosts Kai, Josiah, and Connor. My name is Harvey. And yeah, we're going to get into a lot of film and TV related stuff today. There's a lot planned, so I hope you guys enjoy. How are you guys doing today? Are we all doing good?
Pretty good, yeah.
I'm good.
Nice.
Ready.
Lovely. So we've got a good schedule today. We're going to be talking about Renfield. We're going to be talking about Suzume. These are both two new films that came out in the last week, and we've got another draft for you at the end of the podcast as well. So I think today we're going to jump straight in with the Q&A. We've got some questions lined up here. Some very good questions. We're going straight in. Okay, a very controversial question, I think.
Already.
Wow.
Already.
Strong.
So we've got a question from Greg Gorn 11. I probably butchered that. But he just simply asks, what is the most overrated franchise? I'm going to start with Josiah.
Oh no.
What do you think is the worst? Is the most overrated? What's the most overrated franchise?
Overrated. Oh, that's harsh. I don't know. Dare I say the original Spider-Man trilogy?
The original ones. Oh,
This is-
Tobey Maguire.
I've done videos before on how I think Spider-Man 2 is overrated. I still have it very highly rated because overrated does not mean bad at all. I think they're very good movies. I don't love 3 at all. I think 1's good and I think 2's very good, but people put 2 in like their top 5 comic book movies and it's not there for me. It's just not there. I still like it. But I guess overrated. I don't even believe it, but that's the first thing that came to mind.
Love that. Connor, what are your thoughts? What's the most overrated franchise in your opinion?
How controversial do I want to go with this? Should I say The Godfather, just that trilogy, or just the entire of Marvel? It doesn't mean it's bad, but like I love Marvel, and
You went for two groups of people there.
Love that. This is a great way to just instantly lose all the viewers from this podcast.
Pretty much. Okay, we'll go with the entirety of Marvel because I love Marvel, but it's gone on for way too long and it's way too overhyped.
All right, yeah.
So you've just done mine, but added more.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Sorry, Josiah.
I love that. Kai, what are your thoughts?
The X-Men franchise. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna go with just because there's gonna be 10 of them. Fast and Furious. Utter. I don't know why anyone is still watching these movies. They're awful. They're not good. I uploaded a video on TikTok being like, they're the worst movies ever. And I had like all the Fast and Furious fanboys come at me. Be like, no, they're really good. They're not. They're awful. They're horrific. Why are you watching them? I hate you, Vin Diesel. Don't watch this podcast.
That's
Sorry.
personal.
I get really angry.
Wow.
about
Very
Fast and
personal there.
Furious. Yeah.
You're right, though. It's a bad franchise. There's only 2 good
awful.
ones, I think.
I agree.
And that's been nice. That's been nice. I don't actually know anyone who rates the Fast and Furious franchise though, but
Upload a
it's still
TikTok
around.
about it and you'll find
Oh, really?
they're
Okay,
around.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know myself. I think like I think I would have to probably agree with Connor on this and say Marvel. Like it's very like I guess like the first few what would you call them, like phases, pretty good. I enjoyed them, but now it's just they've got way too much. And I there's so many controversies going on at the moment. As most people probably know, I feel like it's just very crowded. Marvel is, and I think DC is going to be good competition for them going forward.
We love you, Marvel.
We do love you,
Harvey
Marvel.
said that. I didn't say anything.
No,
Marvel's
Marvel's overrated, but it's James Gunn. Like James Gunn's cool.
We feed into it. We feed into the overrated.
Yeah.
The Marvels looks good. I'm excited about that. That doesn't look like it's going to be overrated. I feel like that's going to get 10 ton of hate because people hate women.
I saw that it was the most disliked trailer
Yep.
on YouTube from Marvel. That's
disgusting,
insane.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
I wonder why.
No, I'm excited
People
for the
are the
Marvels. I
worst.
think it's gonna be good.
It looks fun.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Definitely.
I agree.
Yeah. So the next question, should we keep it on theme? Yeah, let's keep it on theme. Aiden07 asks, if you were stuck in a cinematic universe, what would it be?
Ooh.
That's such a big
Ooh.
Oh, easy.
Really? What's your answer, Kai?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Depends
That's
what
a
era.
good one. Yeah,
I don't care. I'd be a hobbit. I'd live
Yeah,
my life
hobbits are
smoking
cool.
weed, living in a hole in the ground.
Hobbits are cool.
I'd have the best time.
That's tough because I would probably say Middle Earth as well, but in a non-Sauron era where he's not ruling. But yeah, probably Middle Earth as well then.
Honestly, for the longest time, I said Game of Thrones, but I think I would die straight away, instantly, killed by a dragon, or like, I don't know. I'd be on the worst side. I'd get killed instantly. So I'm gonna go Star Wars, but I know I wouldn't be a Jedi, so I would just be some random pedestrian living in Star Wars, just chilling on Tatooine or something.
I like to think you would be like a guy walking under the Emperor's like room when Mace Windu gets thrown out of the window and like he lands in front of you, and you're just like, oh, for God's sakes, like really.
Average day.
I will go for no reason other than the fact that it's my favorite universe of all time. I'm gonna be going
Whiplash.
with I wish. No, I'll be going with the Pirates universe. I think that's a very cool one. I like that. I'd just be sailing the seven seas on my own. Like I don't want other people there, and I just exist on my own. I think it'd be really peaceful. Very nice.
Could we be on your crew?
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
I don't know if it would be peaceful. I think you'd be quite an easy target if you were on your own, just sailing the seas.
I'll be under the radar. It's fine. It'll be good. It'll be good. Next question comes from Lopez Movies. Who's your favorite antagonist in film? I'll go first. My favorite, and I don't want to say it again, but I'm gonna have to. Pirates of the Caribbean, Davy Jones is my favorite of all time. I think Bill Nighy plays that character phenomenally. He's just such a misunderstood, like villainous character. I love him so much. I think he's brilliant. And the CGI as well.
The CGI is oh my God,
so good,
mental.
It looks better than Marvel now. Like it's insane.
Genuinely, yeah, it's crazy. Connor.
I'll go back to Game of Thrones because I feel it's something no one's going to say. I don't like them. I don't think they're good characters, but because of how hated they are, it's got to be Joffrey or Ramsay.
Oh yeah,
because they had such hateable characters. Like I would happily punch them in the face. So I think they're a good contender for like a good antagonist.
Yeah.
You know it's bad when you're watching a child be poisoned and like choke on their own vomit, and you're still like, I don't care. Like I'm gonna have it about this. Like this is fine. I'm enjoying this.
I've not seen Game of Thrones, but that sounds really cool.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't either. But I know the thing is I know those characters. Like that's how big of an impact of a villain they are. Kai, what about you?
The GOAT, Vader. Easy.
Yeah.
Like iconic. Like if anyone, I think if you ask most people, Star Wars, I think they say Darth Vader. I think if you ask most people bad guy, they'd go like either Hitler or Vader. So and he's just space Hitler, so kind of just works.
Fair, yeah. Imagine just coming on this saying Hitler's your favorite antagonist. That would go down so bad.
Not that. No, that's not what I said. No.
See, I'm in power this week. I could just edit.
Let's not make that clip. No.
That's for the dry Bowser stuff last week.
Yeah. Also, Bowser, great, not Vader level, but pretty cool. No.
Definitely,
he has a song. Vader doesn't have a song.
True.
Yeah. Josiah, what about you?
I'd probably say Joker in The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite performance still. I know it's
You're a film bro.
And I'm
you
proud.
Hate women. Oh, we hate you.
proud film bro.
Week 2, Kai. Hans Lander as well. He's my favorite part about Inglourious. But probably Joker's my favorite one.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't remember Han Solo being in Inglourious Bastards.
Nice guy. Nice.
Let's break it up a little bit now. We'll go for a non-film question. I feel like it's good to get some of these in here. So Diego Trejo 21 asks, what is your music taste? And I've expanded this a bit. So what is like it doesn't have to answer that exactly. What sort of music do you listen to? What's your favorite song sort of thing? Kai, I know yours, but
yeah, I mean, I'm like any basic white girl is probably my sort of summary. I listen to kind of like a bit of everything other than like country and rap, I guess. Hang on, I'll find out my on repeat on Spotify. My number one song at the moment is "How I'm Feeling Now" by Lewis Capaldi.
I'll find that.
Nice. There we go. Yeah, it's just kind of like Taylor Swift, 1975, Maisie Peters. Yeah, kind of like 80s and then modern pop, I guess, is my kind of vibe.
Nice, yeah. I like that. I think for me, I'm not gonna lie. I literally just listen to movie soundtracks. Not just that's the most film bro thing anyone could ever say. But if there's like a general good song used in a film, like I'll sometimes wait for the credits. see what song it was just to get the name for it, straight into the Spotify playlist, and then it's on for like a week straight until I get bored of it and then delete it. That's just me though. So like I've got my top songs at the moment. Ridiculously, it's Peaches, and then
no, it's not.
And then
that's so good.
And then I've got like about 10 High School Musical songs in a row.
Good.
And then Another Day of Sun from La La Land. That's literally like my top songs at the moment.
That's good.
Josiah, what about you?
A bit like Kai, where I'll listen to pretty much anything and I'll like it most of the time. Again, I don't really listen to much rap or grime. But yeah, movie soundtracks as well. For the last 2 months, I can't get High School Musical out of my head. I don't know why, but it's stuck there. But recently, I've been listening to loads of Michael Bublé. I can't explain him, but I have a connection with Michael Bublé. Like my most played song right now is "I Haven't Met You Yet" by Michael Bublé, closely followed by "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan. But pretty much anything I'm happy with.
I had a Michael Bublé jump scare once. That was
jump scare.
When I lived in Bath. During the summer, I was like the top story of a building, so like it was so hot, it was like a sauna because all the heat would rise. So I had all my windows open, and I'm sat. I can't remember. I think I was like playing my PlayStation or something, and I could hear Michael Bublé, and I was really confused. And I went to the back into my bedroom, which is like on the back of the building, and kind of it faced the Royal Crescent. Like you couldn't see the Royal Crescent in Bath, but like it was that sort of area. And I looked out and I could just hear Michael Bublé, who was having a concert at the Royal Crescent. So for the next like hour and a half, I just have live Michael Bublé like music playing at me.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Free concert. I like that. Finally, Connor, what is your music taste?
Not to be generic and say the same as everyone, I listen to everything. I think the main thing is a lot of older music, stuff you would imagine in Guardians of the Galaxy. Some recent stuff, not as much. Started listening to Taylor Swift, Kai.
I like it. Every time I go onto your Instagram story, it's like a different Taylor Swift song. Yeah. I'm so happy.
I started listening to Taylor Swift, but yeah, there's mainly older stuff. I think that's the main thing. And obviously,
have you seen the Volume 3 soundtrack yet? I know you were staying on.
I'm saving it. I might before my week. I might listen to it, but I'm saving it.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's some bangers in that soundtrack. I'm so excited. Like it's gonna be good.
It only comes out in like a week as well, or like 2 weeks, right?
Mental.
Yeah, it's really not far.
The final question then comes from Epics. We all know, all know and love Epics. You can only watch one on release day: Barbie or Oppenheimer.
What a stupid question. Who's saying Oppenheimer?
I would take Oppenheimer because, as Kai mentioned, I'm a film bro. I don't care about the memes or whatever. Give me anything Christopher Nolan, I'm watching it. Don't get me wrong. I am doing the double bill, and I will quite happily.
What are you watching first, then?
Yeah, change the question. What's first then? Oppenheimer or Barbie?
I'm watching Oppenheimer first. I'm watching Oppenheimer first. Because then you can chill out a bit after a deep bit of Oppenheimer. Just chill out with some
Unless
Barbie.
you want like to have no fun and just like end with Oppenheimer and have like an existential crisis.
Oppenheimer might be fun. It might be quite funny. Who knows?
It might be. That might be a
comedy.
It's got Robert Downey Jr. You might like throw in some Marvel-esque like quips and stuff into it. You never know.
I really hope not. I really hope he doesn't.
I think I'll really like both though, so that's good.
I agree. I think if it's just like one or the other, Barbie definitely for me, and then Oppenheimer then Barbie. I think we're all in agreement with that.
Sorry, have you guys thought that on that day, like our top 2023 top 10, we could have like two immediately jump up to like 1, 2 on that day?
So
it's crazy.
It'll both be top 10, I reckon.
Easily.
Probably, yeah.
Well, top 10's not been great so far. Pretty sure Cocaine Bear's still in my top 10.
Pale Blue Eye is in mine.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh. Magic Mike.
Oh, that deserves top 10 though.
You're not wrong.
Top 5.
I might be pushing it, but thank you for all your questions. As always, if you want to be in the next Q&A, head on over to the Instagram when we put the post up, and you can ask away any question you want for us to answer. You might get picked. So yeah, how do we segue this into Renfield? Oh, look, we're in Renfield now. Yay.
Renfield.
So yeah, Renfield released last week. It's I guess you can class it as a horror. It's about Dracula and his assistant Renfield. And and I don't really know how else to describe it. It's just that sort of film. It's quite exactly what you expect. Connor, you actually attended the premiere for this film. How was that?
I knew this was coming up. It was very good. I took my girlfriend, where she met some other film top creators like Henry and Joe. They were there. The event was very different to the ones that I've usually been to, because obviously when we went to Dungeons and Dragons, it was red carpet straight into the screen. However, for this, we went into like a big room, and it was like drinks and stuff, and then you go into the screen. That was really weird, but it was interesting, and it was actually quite nice to have an event like that. Took the pictures, obviously, and there was a very cool one where you become inside the poster. I like that one.
You had the best one of all the ones I'd seen. I
loved
you.
it.
That was very cool. Yeah.
Yes, I thought so.
But yeah, you also you watched the 1930s Dracula before watching the film, if I recall correctly.
I did, yes.
Which is I think that's quite interesting. Like, I don't think any of us three did that or heard of anyone else doing that. So what did that help with watching Renfield? Did it like make it better? Did it make it worse? What was that about?
It helped a bit, I think so. I only watched it because I heard that it was a soft sequel, but it was so like neat. I didn't need to watch it because so everyone's watched this, so it's not a spoiler. The black and white bit at the beginning is literally just a parallel of the 1930s version. And that's why I'm kind of glad I did watch the 1930s version, because I understood that was a parallel, and I was like, oh, that's quite funny. Apart from that, there was no reason to watch it.
Okay, fair enough.
There's literally nothing else really mattered. There was like, if there was references, I didn't catch on to them. So I don't think so. It was literally just basically that opening scene.
That's kind of cool though. Like, if you're a fan of the original, to have that like sort of inside knowledge of those little opening scenes. Josiah, you, I did message you the other day. We were discussing Nicolas Cage. And how he's one of your favorite actors of all time. Definitely. But anyway, the cast in this film, in my opinion, I thought it was quite stacked. Like there was some good big names in there, in my opinion, anyway. What were your thoughts on like the performances and stuff like that?
I actually thought Nick Cage's performance was probably the best part about the film.
Yeah.
I've not, gone deep into his filmography because he has so many, and a lot of them don't look great. But he was definitely the highlight of the film. He seemed like he was having fun, which was a big part. But beforehand, you're right, the cast looked good, but I was never loving the trailer. I was going into this not expecting to like it. So coming out of it, I gave it a 2.5. That was about as high as I expected to give it. So
really?
It didn't disappoint me, but I thought it started well and then just went. But yeah, the performances were all right. Nicholas Hoult was good as well. Awkwafina was she was there, I guess.
I actually quite enjoyed Awkwafina's performance.
No,
I did. I can't lie.
That
I
scene
didn't think she was that bad.
When she spoke to her sister and she was walking away and she was just going,
okay,
walk off.
That bit was a bit weird, but on the whole, I didn't actually mind her. Like sometimes I find her a bit annoying when she's in different films and stuff, but this time I didn't actually mind her at all. As you said, Nicholas Hoult, I actually really enjoyed Nicholas Hoult. I thought it was in my opinion, the best part. I know Nicolas Cage's Dracula was insane, but I just really liked how I just generally liked how the film focused on Renfield. Like I didn't know he was really even a character, to be honest, with Dracula and stuff like that. So it's quite interesting.
You'd expect a film called Renfield to focus on Renfield.
Well, yeah, but I know how that's up, but like it's just like I just knew it as the Dracula movie. I didn't really think about how that title related to the film itself, so it was quite interesting.
But it didn't.
What do you mean?
Ooh.
So you had a 45-minute Dracula movie and a 45-minute Pop trying to redeem or avenge her dad, and there were like two producers who were like, I just don't really know how to end either of these movies. Oh, I know. Bang.
Boom.
Renfield. It got to a point in this movie when I was just like, is Renfield in this? Like, why are we doing this weird cop story? It has nothing to. I know it all like came together at the end, but it didn't need to. It didn't need to be there. The most interesting part of this entire movie was Nicolas Cage as Dracula and Renfield, and they decided to focus on Awkwafina as a policewoman. Like, why? Why would
the cop story?
I didn't even know she was in the movie until it started.
Times, yeah.
I didn't know she was in it. She turned up and I was like, oh, what's going on? And then I was like, what am I watching? Why was there a weird like prequel movie of Dracula to this cop story? And it was mid. It was so I couldn't tell you what happened in it. I forgot until like you mentioned it 3 seconds ago that I'd actually watched it.
I would say it was that bad, but yes.
I will say
it was fine. Like, it was fun. I had fun, but
yeah, it was very predictable though as well. Like I felt like I knew after 20 minutes how this whole film was going to go.
Yeah, I think that's like, I don't know whether it's just me, but like my cinema was very responsive to this film. Like they were like proper like getting into it, laughing. I was sort of just sat there like I found some parts funny, but like half the comedy just really didn't hit for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that definitely, for a film like this, I feel like it has to definitely be very comedy driven, like no matter the fact. And I feel like half the time it just didn't really work for me. I don't know whether that was the same with anyone else.
Yeah, it was cringy. It cringed me out more than it made me laugh. Like there was like maybe 2 or 3 times that I went like, ha, but that was kind of it. Like I wouldn't have been surprised if they pulled out like a poo joke, you know? Like that was kind of the vibe I felt.
I was so ready for it. Well, they did actually. They did kind of. I don't know. Can we get into spoilers? I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, if they're listening to this, then
you know when he kicks Sonic the Hedgehog, in the stomach.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Did we watch a different movie?
Turned into a skeleton.
Yeah. And he turns
into a
skeleton.
What?
The guy who voiced the villain voices Sonic the Hedgehog.
I can't.
Oh
no way!
Yeah.
You didn't notice that?
Yeah.
That's all I could hear throughout the whole film.
Yeah.
I knew I recognized him as well. I just couldn't place my finger on where it's.
I can't remember his name.
I just didn't care enough.
The Lobo guy. Yeah, and when he gets kicked in the stomach, he just poos himself.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So they did actually throw a joke in.
There we go.
All right. Well, now I'm dropping it down to a 2-star now from a 2.5. Thanks.
No, it's going up for me.
That's still not even the worst parts as well. The editing was the worst parts. Nothing
oh my god, it was awful.
Even the action sequences. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the gore stuff. It was so over the top and so ridiculous. I kind of liked it.
That was
just
so
my
next
choppy
question. About the gore. Because I know you're not particularly a massive horror fan. I know that for a fact. I don't know whether it's just like gore or whether it's just straight jump scares and horror that you're not a fan of. But how did you find like that sort of aspect of this film? Did you like the gore? Was it good? What was your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I don't mind. Gore's not really an issue. Like in this situation, it's fine because it's not like realistic gore, if that makes sense. Like I don't like when it actually looks like someone's had their arm cut off, whereas this one is like no one's getting their arm. Well, I mean, I don't know. So no one's getting their arms cut off with like a plate that's been thrown at them, you know. So
yeah,
it was just kind of fun to watch. Like it got a bit kind of boring at a point because it was like, oh yeah, another leg's just been like chopped off, or oh, there's loads of blood. One thing I noticed that kind of annoyed me, really minor, but it was just like, why didn't you do that? Is there were so many times that Renfield would like kill someone and they would explode, and it would pan back to him and he wouldn't be covered in blood. And it's like, but you just jumped on that man and he exploded upwards. Why are you not covered in blood? I felt like that could have been quite fun. But yeah, no, like it was fine. It was cool.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the there's that one like sort of like motel scene or whatever where they were like fighting all the guys in like that massive like open courtyard, and then like there was just like piles of like bodies, and then there was nothing on either of the 2 main characters.
Very goofy aspect of the gore though. It was like overly bright, overly red. I did quite like that, but they should have played in. I feel like they were trying to cover it up a bit, but with the editing, I think they should have just played into it.
Yeah, it wasn't even just the editing in the fight scenes, just the editing of the whole film. It felt so choppy and so frantic as well. Because there were moments where I thought that, a bit of development and it would just cut. Someone would say a line, it would just cut to the next bit. Nothing got to sit in this movie.
It's like they got to like the end run time and the studio was like, oh, it's like an hour and 43 minutes. We need it to like an hour and 41 if possible. So the editors just went through and was like, oh, there's like half a second of dead air at the end of this one scene that would kind of help with the pacing, but no, let's just immediately cut out. So someone finishes their line and then it's like bang, next shot, and it's it just jumps around a bit too much.
Yeah.
So overall then, pretty mid overall. What are we thinking?
Yeah.
2.5.
Forgettable. You're not gonna remember this, but it'll be like 10 years. I said this on my letterbox. In 10 years' time, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, do you remember Renfield?" And you'll be like, "Oh yeah, did I see that?" And that'll be it.
Yeah, very much.
Fair enough. Now I think it's time to introduce a new segment to the podcast. One that I've been very excited to introduce. Basically, The working title I've got for it is What's in the Box.
Oh, what's in the box?
Yeah. Basically, obviously, it's sort of like related to Seven, David Fincher's film Seven, and I've got a box here. I'll try and be as descriptive as possible for people listening on Spotify and places. But I've got a big red box, and it's got an item in it. And basically, Kai, Josiah, and Connor are going to get 3 yes or no questions they can ask me, each. 3 questions each, so 9 in total, to try and guess what is in the box. And after all 9 questions, they get 1 guess each. And if they are able to guess what's correct, what is in the box, they win. And they win pride over the losers that don't get it right.
Yeah,
that's what you win.
Get in.
Because we're not on a very big budget. So there we go.
Yeah,
I can't afford to pay everyone. So I don't really know I didn't think we'd get this far, but yeah, I've got a box with an item in, and I think we'll just go for Kai, then Josiah, then Connor in terms of order. You can ask me. So Kai, you get to ask me the first question, which is 1 yes or no question. It's always going to be a film or TV related item in this box, by the way. You get to ask. That's just it makes it on theme and stuff. So Kai, you get to ask me 1 yes or no question as to what is in the box.
Well, I had a question, and then you said it's film or TV related. So my
that's the only thing that I needed to clarify. Like, it's always going to be film or TV related.
Is it a DVD or Blu-ray?
It's not.
Okay.
Is it Star Wars related?
No.
Is it related to either of the films we're talking about today, Suzume or Renfield?
No.
Oh no.
Kai, back to you.
Did you build it out of Lego?
No, I didn't. No. I wish, but no.
This is really hard.
That's 4 questions. Josiah, you're on the 5th question. You might have to work together here. You might have to work together.
Yeah, we might have to. Is it Marvel related?
No, it's not. No.
Oh no. I'm trying to get the big franchises out.
Do I waste a question, or do I ask something that's actually going to help?
I don't think we're getting it, Connor. Just waste it.
Waste a question. Waste a question.
Is there actually anything in the box?
There is. There is something in the box. It was a good question, though.
Is this my last question?
Yes, but to be honest, if none of you are close, I might just give you an extra one. But
yeah, is it Brad Pitt's wife's head?
That's a guess. That's not a question. That's a guess.
No, it could be. Sorry, is it a head in a box?
No, it's not.
Kai, I was going to ask if it was Gwyneth Paltrow's head, so well done. Film, TV related. Is it edible?
No, it's not.
That's what I was going to ask. That was going to be my first question, but he said film or TV related, so I kind of guessed it wouldn't be.
Yeah. I'll allow 1 more question each after Connor's one here.
Is it something you went out to buy for this?
No, it's not.
It's something you previously.
I don't think that would really help you, to be honest.
Harvey, can we see the box?
I don't think any of you. Yeah, sorry. I don't think any of you would have known what it is. That you wouldn't expect me to own this, probably. Yeah, 1 more question each, and then if you haven't got it, then we'll just.
We wouldn't expect you to own it.
I don't think so. Well, you might do, but I guess that can be your hint. I guess I don't know. It's such a scuffed game. I hope you enjoy listening to this.
Is it a Funko Pop?
It's not.
Is it related to a film that came out last year?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Our first yes. It only took us 10 questions. Nice.
Second yes. I asked if there was something in there, and he said yes.
Oh, yeah.
True.
What released last year? I think Everything Everywhere All at Once.
You got to think hard if you're thinking.
That was what
I was thinking. It was his A24 t-shirt, but he said we wouldn't expect him to have it. So
I'll just tell you that now. It's not. But
yeah,
I think is it an A24 movie related?
No, it's not.
Can we get 1 more question? I want to go through.
Go one more. Yeah.
I want to. Sorry, Josiah, you can go if you want. I just want to see what his top movies of last year were.
I mean,
the Batman or
I think he had to wait a second to answer because it's something to do with Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, because he didn't know if that was this year or last year, and he's smiling, so I think I'm correct. So is it something to do with Puss in Boots?
No, it's not. No.
No.
We got him there.
Oh,
That was good thinking, though. I enjoyed
I
that.
thought I had it.
What films even released last year? So it's not edible. So surely it can't be like The Menu.
Is that your question, or?
No,
Not
no.
everything's edible.
I'm thinking out loud.
Yeah, okay.
I think The Batman. Too obvious. What other films even released last year?
I'm sorry, no way have you got Banshees of Inisherin below Matilda. What happened?
I might have to change that.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Ooh, I know a film. Oh, but it's not A24.
Is it
Wait, no, he said it's
related?
not.
Is it related to Marmaduke?
No.
Oh, Kai, last
I just
question. And then
wasted
we
a
go.
question on
I'll
Marmaduke.
just pull out Marmaduke from my box or something.
Is it related to Tom Cruise?
No.
Okay.
So now we guess.
All right, yeah. Everyone, try and have a guess. You won't get
okay.
it, but
Banshees of Inisherin, a toy finger.
no, sadly not. But just remember, I was very hesitant on when I said yes to Josiah's question that it was a film last year.
Oh,
Josiah's lost this guess already.
You can have another guess, Josiah. It's fine.
I need to go.
It's not Star Wars related.
No, that's
Came
not
out.
last year. So I feel like the Batman might be a good area to go if it's franchise related, because that's easy. Okay, I got my guess. Is it an entire bat suit?
Well, Connor, you've been no.
Maybe Avatar.
So that's Connor's guess. It's a good guess, to be fair, even though it's completely
awful
wrong.
guess. No, it was not a good
completely,
guess.
It's completely wrong. So it's not Batman related. What other franchises?
I actually can't.
I'm giving away secrets. I got to keep.
What was a movie that released at the end of 2021 that is franchise related?
Kai, I can tell you now. It's nothing to do with 2021.
Okay, is it okay? So what came out the beginning of this year?
Well, Knives Out, Glass Onion came out at the end of the year. So did Avatar.
Do you have a glass onion in your box, Harvey?
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Sadly not. No, I don't. It's down to Josiah, and you're not gonna get it. But
Second guess.
Oh my gosh, is it your Gru scarf?
Is it
You
my
said it's not
Gru
Marvel
scarf?
related.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Gru. Sorry, yeah.
Sadly, it's not my Gru scarf. So that is 3 wrong guesses. So you're all losers.
That was a good guess.
You all lose. I guess I get the pride. Should I open what's in the box?
Yes.
Yes, I want to know.
It is.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
You're all gonna hate me because it's nothing close to anything you've all guessed. It's Harry Potter's wand.
Fantastic Beast.
Fantastic Beasts. That's why I was hesitant, because I was like, kinda. It's sort of related, same franchise. But do you know why I've put Harry Potter's wand in the box?
Why?
Oh, please don't tell me we're watching a Harry Potter movie.
No, we're going to talk about the show.
We're going to talk about the new show.
I should have known.
Yeah.
Yay. Everyone's favorite Harry Potter is getting a reboot on HBO Max, which we can now call Max. Just Max.
Oh, that's ridiculous. What's going on, HBO? Please.
Congratulations, Max. Well deserved.
Well done, Max. I just wanted to try and shoehorn a way to get this into conversation because I thought it was quite interesting. One of the bigger bits of news to come out over the last week. So yeah, they're making a reboot with all new cast. It's going to take 10 years, and they're going to do like one series or one season on each book. Kai, you're a big Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, I have a Harry Potter tattoo. I'm tempted to get it removed. I feel like I've been very negative this podcast. When we talk about Suzume, I'll be more upbeat and happy. It's a stupid idea. My favorite thing that they've done so far with this reboot is they've revealed the logo, and it's the exact same logo as the Harry Potter movies. They had John Williams' Harry Potter score playing in the background of this teaser. Can anyone think of any other way they can show Hogwarts and it looks different to what we already have? Or anyone who's going to play Snape, who's going to play Harry Potter? No one wants this. No one, like, I understand wanting the book like actually properly adapted, well, like the movies did it okay. The Deathly Hallows and the Half-Blood Prince were not done great at all. There were things they missed out, but they're great movies. I don't need to see some random 11-year-old kid that's going to get bullied off the internet by horrible people, play Harry Potter for 2 years, and then the show gets cancelled because it's got bad reviews and no one wants to watch it. It's not making Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm calling it now. Cut back to this when it finishes in 10 years' time. But I don't think it's making it to the third season. I really think it's going to get cancelled beforehand.
Yeah.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's wrong. I think already, I don't know what they're going to do, because what stories can you tell with the character of Harry Potter in these ones? Like, what, he just goes off to do a science lesson or something? We've already seen the main story. What more is there really to explore? Unless they just repeat it in a TV
Especially
show.
with the earlier books. The earlier books, there's like a few different things that are like, that are kind of different, but there's nothing like massive. The Deathly Hallows is one I would happily watch because there were loads of things cut out. But for the first like 3 books, it's the same thing. Like it doesn't.
Yeah. How do you make a series out of it though, as well? Like multiple episodes.
The Philosopher's Stone is 200 pages. Order of the Phoenix is 700. How many episodes are in these seasons?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
Oh my gosh, Order of the Phoenix is a long book. It's really long. Hey, I think they should cast me as Harry Potter though. A bit of makeup, I can look 11, and by the time
I don't think you need the makeup.
Yeah, no makeup needed.
Minimal makeup, and I'll go on. I don't know. I'll walk on my knees or something, and then by the time
you're short.
You don't need to. You're
again, you're picking yourself up here. You don't need to do that.
By the time Deathly Hallows comes out, I'll be 28. Yeah, I'll look about 18 then. Great, I'm ready for this. I will happily be on the show and I'll talk good about it. But whilst I've not been hired, I just don't care. I really don't care.
Fair enough. Connor, you binged all of the Harry Potter films like a year ago or something.
Yeah, I did. Don't ask me about any individual film. They all merged into one.
Really?
Yes, I couldn't tell you what happens in each film. I can tell you what happens over the whole thing.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, like I don't have as much attachment to Harry Potter. Like I've watched them all. I thought they're all great. I feel like there is a chance that it could work quite well. I think it's just going to take a lot of people time to warm up to something like this. I feel like they're just sort of like, oh yeah, they just want to make money. HBO just want money. Oh, sorry, Max just want money. Max wants money. So yeah, I think.
God damn it, Max.
Classic.
Also, like not to make it political, it's kind of difficult not to when J.K. Rowling is also involved in this, like quite heavily as well. So they've already lost a massive group of people who are just going to be like, no, not going near it because J.K. Rowling's involved. Then you have the hardcore Harry Potter fans like me who are just not interested in it. They don't get me wrong, they're going to cater for like a new group of kids, which is fine if it wasn't 10 years since the last one come out. I understand if they did it in like 30 years time, but the kids can just watch the movies that came out 10 years ago and they look fine. I mean, Philosopher's Stone has moments, but like they hold up fine. It came out 20 years ago. Like imagine rebooting Star Wars in the 90s. Like you'd be like, why are we doing this?
You're right.
That's a good point.
Yeah, when you think of it like that imagine doing the prequels in like 1990, the year 1990.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't work. Obviously, it wasn't too long after they started the prequels, but
no, but it's it just
the prequels are different to rebooting the franchise.
Exactly, yeah,
doing the exact
like
same thing.
Like a sequel kind of thing, isn't it?
Different
I don't know
stories,
when the last time a movie was remade or like something was remade this soon after. Yeah, I guess like you could cut like Batman, maybe. Oh, Moana, yeah, actually, that's true. That's also stupid. I don't know why they're doing that. I'm kind of on board for it because I like Moana.
Yeah.
That was a very exciting What's in the Box segment and related Harry Potter reboot discussion. I hope you
next
all
week it's my
that.
Harry Potter tattoo is in the box. Cut it off.
Bit of a skid off, yeah.
What else came out this week? Suzume came out this week.
Yeah.
It is a Japanese animated movie. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed this one. Kai, was this your first anime movie? I feel like you said something like that last week, or like you haven't watched too much anime before, or like something like that.
I've seen Spirited Away, if that counts. I didn't really. It was fine. I didn't need to rewatch anything. I was in like the right mood for it. So I was. Other than that, that's kind of it. I've not watched like any other kind of like anime or anything. So I was kind of hesitant going into it. I wouldn't have watched it on opening day if you guys hadn't told me to watch it. But I'm glad you did because it was such a good movie. I came out of it kind of being like, yeah, that was fun. And then I've not really stopped thinking about it for the last like 4 days. Which is always nice when that happens with a movie. I immediately came out and I was like, I'm gonna get the three-legged chair tattooed on me. That was kind of where I went. So yeah, no, it was a really good movie.
Yeah, nice. I feel like I'd already seen some of his work before. I've watched Your Name like last year or something like that. And I feel like there was actually a lot of similarities with that story to this one as well. Like I saw a lot of parallels with that. I know both Connor and Josiah have seen Your Name as well. Did you think it was like better or worse, or like how did you think that compared to Suzume?
I watched Your Name the day before just to get ready for it.
Same day.
And I'd heard like incredible stuff. So my expectations were very high for Your Name, and I still really liked it, but I gave it a 4 star. I didn't give it like 5s like loads of people did. Visually, probably the best animated film I've seen, I would say. I thought it was amazing visually. But I just don't think I don't know, a big romance film, it never really appealed to me, I guess. But Suzume, I gave a similar rating. I'd have them ranked very, very closely. I know a lot of people would put Your Name right above it, but I'd have them much closer than a lot of people, I think. I like them both a lot, though.
Connor, what are your thoughts?
I'd have Your Name up higher. Sorry, Josiah.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'd say Your Name's like not leagues above, but like just a step above Suzume. Both are amazing though. Both have beautiful stories. But I really like the emotional level of Your Name. And yeah, I think that one just went above. And I like the story. I like the do I go into spoilers? Oh no,
Yeah,
I won't go into spoilers because
you can go into loose spoilers, I guess. So it doesn't really matter.
I
haven't seen it. Please don't.
I like the body swap aspect of it, and I won't go any further than that because Kai hasn't seen it. But I do like that aspect of it. I think that's really beautiful compared to in Suzume when it's just a bloke in a chair. While that was amazing, it was very strange, and I'm glad I didn't watch a trailer before watching that film.
Yeah, same.
When I was filming my TikTok, because I do like film my screen, film trailers, watching that trailer, the entire trailer gave that away. So I like that being a surprise for me. And it was like in the cinema, very ridiculous, but it was perfectly ridiculous. It was, I enjoyed both of them, but Your Name just a step above.
Do you think I will, because I haven't seen Your Name, but I'm kind of tempted to watch it fairly soon just because of how much I really like Suzume. Do you think because I watched Suzume first that I will prefer Suzume, or do you think I will watch Your Name and be like, oh no, it actually is a lot better?
I think you'll like Your Name more.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well,
I'm probably in the minority who would have them close.
No, I agree with Josiah. I think like they're both amazing movies. They're both like equal quality in my opinion. Like it's crazy. Like this, I don't really know much about the director. I think there's like 3 main. I can't remember what the third film that he made was. But like they're just a really high quality film each time. You trust him now, I think, with like producing something crazy but really, really high quality, and I think that's great about him. I mean, I got emotional about a chair, for God's sake. Like,
yeah, that's the chair was amazing.
It was so unexpected. I think that's what like got me. I just did not expect every like 10 minutes something would happen in that movie that I wouldn't expect, which was crazy. And then also it just had amazing animation and sound. I got an advert.
Yeah.
Did you all get the advert?
Like, I thought it was an IKEA advert.
The soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. That song is so good.
So
I put it on immediately after leaving the cinema. I had it, and I was like, "Yep, sweet."
Yeah. What a song!
It's crazy. Like they knew it was that good that they played an advert beforehand to prove that this was going to be insane. Like it was so cool.
I was so confused though. I genuinely thought it was an IKEA advert because I saw a big IKEA sign.
Yes. Yeah.
I was like, I guess they're working with IKEA. Great.
Also, like the character arc that Suzume went on in that movie is insane. Like, brilliant. So good.
Circle. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but when you watch, like, because at the beginning I was like, oh god, she's kind of a bit annoying at times, but like still very endearing. Like, I wanted her to be okay. And by the end of the movie, she's just like this fully aware, like kind of badass in places, like cool character. And there isn't like specific moments that kind of, do you know how sometimes in movies where it's like someone's a certain person and then one event happens and then after that they're like a completely different that doesn't happen for her. It's just like gradually as the movie goes on. Like I couldn't tell you where she switched. And I remember at the end of the movie being like, oh, she's really different. And I don't know when that happened. And it is just a gradual thing. It was so well written, like unbelievably well written.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can tell that like every time they had to close a new door, she gradually just started to develop more and more. Because at the first door they tried to close, she was a bit reluctant at the start to help out trying to close it, you know. And then the second door, learn about how to lock them. Each door, she developed more and more. So was her relationship with I can't remember his name now.
Suitor.
Yeah.
Suitor.
Something like that. Yeah. Their relationship was really cool as well.
Yeah, I think that it's just a crazy movie. Like, I'd actually encourage people to go and watch it. Like, if you're even the slightest fan of just animation in general, like, I'd really recommend this film because it's not something you'd expect to like typically just go and watch, but it was definitely worth it. Also, did everyone
as a story as well? It's just very like fun to watch.
Did everyone also go subbed, not dubbed?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good. Just checking, just making sure. Yeah, cool. I think that wraps up everything about Suzume, right?
It's very good. Go watch it in the cinema. Like it's gonna look so much better if you watch it in the cinema. Yeah.
If you're thinking of watching Renfield, don't, and go to the screen opposite probably, and Suzume will be on, and you'll like it more.
To be honest, you're not wrong. Yeah, honestly, do it. I don't know how to segue to the next bit.
Super Mario. Oh wait, no, hang on. You had to watch the movie. You lost.
Yeah, last time we did the Mario character draft, and we put the poll up on Twitter. You guys all voted. I lost.
And Spotify as well. It's on Spotify too.
Yes, it's on Spotify. You can vote there as well. We add everything together. I lost quite horrifically, actually. Like it wasn't even close. Like we were sat here debating that it was going to be quite close between like me and Connor. No, Connor was close enough to you guys, and then I was just left for dirt.
It's Monty Mole. That's what it is. You pick Monty Mole.
I think Luigi first pick as well.
Sorry, I just spilt my drink.
You had pick number one. You had all the Mario characters, and you went for Luigi.
No, because like I knew I had to get him, otherwise I'd have not been true to myself. But this time it's going to be different.
Nah, pick yourself off. Just get votes.
However, I did have to watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie from 1993. Awful. I'm never seeing that again.
I'm so glad.
I thought about doing a review on it for my TikTok. I just couldn't bring myself to. It was that poor. Like, it was that bad. I hated that movie, and I never want to lose again. So I'm not this week, because this week we're doing a sequels draft.
Yeah. Because Renfield is a sequel to Dracula, right?
Very loose sequel. Yeah. So
this is the second one. This is episode 2. This is the sequel to last week.
Oh my gosh, why didn't we think of it? I mean,
that's definitely the reason why we chose this one, and not because we didn't have any other ideas.
Of course.
Week number 2 and we're out. I
can't believe it.
I can't remember. Oh, it just threw me off. So this week we're gonna draft like 5 films. That's what we always do. It's gonna be films that are a sequel. So it basically just has to be the number 2 of a trilogy or franchise. I think that's the best way to explain it. You can include legacy sequels if you want. It's just we can debate it as we go along. The loser of this draft has to watch a sequel movie, and I've chosen Cars 2. Whoever loses has to watch Cars 2.
I knew.
I've not watched it in so long, and I've purposely not watched it because I don't want it ruined for me, because I liked it as a kid, but I know everyone hates it, so I really don't want to lose.
The film itself is ruined.
There we go. Yeah, so that's what we got to watch. It's going to be the same format as last week, so it's just going to be like first picks once, second, third, fourth twice, and then it's staggered drafting mechanics.
Like an S.
Yeah, basically. The poll will once again also be up on Twitter and Spotify, so you can vote there after the podcast goes live. Shall we announce the order?
Go on. Yeah. I'll write them down again if you want.
Yes, please, Josiah. That would be great. I didn't actually rig this, by the way.
I want to be first.
You're
first.
Kai is first.
No!
Oh, no!
Yes!
Kai is first.
Just not fourth.
What was I need to remember the order. Hang on.
Just not
Kai
fourth.
was first. Josiah was second. I was third. Connor was fourth.
Oh.
Is everyone ready to begin?
Yeah,
You're
pretty
going
much.
down.
Nah,
Okay.
not this time. Not this time. I've come to play. All right, Kai, you're first. What will be your first sequel pick?
Arguably the greatest sequel of all time. One of my favorite movies ever. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back.
I knew that was going to be the first pick.
Fair.
Oh my
fair.
gosh. Thank the Lord. I am taking the actual greatest sequel of all time. One of my favorite movies ever. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
I knew
Fair,
that was. I knew
yeah.
that was going to be said as well.
I feel like
Oh.
the top four are going to be quite predictable. I feel if I don't take it here, like I'm going to lose. So I'm going to be taking The Dark Knight.
Yeah, that was my
Okay,
top three.
that's fine.
Connor, what's your pick?
Okay, I don't know if this is going to be a good. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be a good pick. For my first pick, but I'm going Shrek 2.
Oh
That's
my
good. No.
god.
First pick.
That's not
First round.
First round.
First,
Fair.
yeah, first pick. It was going to be my second. It was going to be my first or second pick anyway.
Nice.
And for my second pick, I'm going to go with. Oh, okay, it's between two. I'm going to go Blade Runner 2049.
All right, that's a good pick.
Okay, yeah, it's legacy sequel pick. I like it.
Shrek 2. Off the bat.
Shrek
That's
2.
brave.
Oh, geez,
The whole
okay.
pick.
You went Mario
Uh,
last week.
Let me just. Okay, what can I take? Let me take. Give me this. I don't know whether this is a good choice for second pick, but I'm going to take Spider-Man 2.
Good choice.
That's a pretty good pick.
It was in my top 10 sequels, I guess. I watched this the other day, so I could pick it now because I adored it. But I'm going Terminator 2.
Fair.
Terminator
yeah,
2, Judgment Day. Incredible action movie.
that is a good pick.
That would have been my pick if we were allowed to pick films we hadn't seen.
That's why I watched it, because I knew if I
Yeah.
got it in there.
I thought it was a bit cheap if I watched it now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I definitely didn't watch another one.
I had four movies, and I said, I know I'm going to get one of these at least because obviously there's four of us.
Yeah.
I've actually managed to get three of my top four.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
So my second choice, Aliens,
Yeah.
one of the
Okay,
greatest
yeah, fair.
sequels of all time. Insane movie, so good. And then third, another stupidly good sequel that I feel like you're all stupid for not picking because it's like one of the highest rated movies of all time on Rotten Tomatoes. Toy Story 2.
Yeah,
that was on my
good.
list. That was on my
Story.
that was on my list. To be fair, it was there.
It's third on my Toy Story ranking. It's very good. Oh,
Still a good
now,
movie.
now I'm in a predicament here. Okay. Hot Fuzz?
Is that a sequel?
No, it's a standalone movie.
I think that's a standalone,
Yeah.
personally.
You sure, guys? I think you should
What
reconsider.
is it a sequel to? It's not
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead.
If you
I
can
think
convince
it's a
us, then
sequel.
fair enough. But
It's part of the trilogy.
People call it the Cornetto trilogy. It's the second one. We said a second film in a trilogy. Are you now saying it's not the Cornetto trilogy?
But it's not a sequel.
It's the second in a trilogy.
Not connected.
It's the
to
second, but it's not a
connected to
sequel.
Shaun of the
I
Dead.
feel like I know I didn't say it, but like the general like gentleman's rule was that it had to be something that's in a proper connected universe sort of thing.
I'm not a gentleman, I guess. Okay, fine. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Oh, that was I was nearly about to take that.
You should have let me take Hot Fuzz then. It's okay.
Never mind.
Uh,
Never mind.
I don't know who's next.
That's me. Oh dear. Okay.
I know what I want my last pick to be.
What's left? I don't know.
I have some good ones on here.
I get two. Wait, no, I'm third. I don't get two picks.
Yeah, you get one.
I don't want that to go though because I feel like that's a really good one. What will I be able to get round in time for again? Give me. You know what? I'll take Paddington 2.
Oh,
Wow.
you bastard.
That's a great one. I didn't
Yeah,
even
I like
think
that.
of Paddington.
That was my next one.
Oh, I'll take Paddington 2.
Okay. I think my first one, well, my first of two that I'm going to pick now.
Mm.
I'm going to go with Rocky 2.
Yeah,
Oh, Connor.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
I don't.
That was
I
on
don't
my
know.
list. That was on my list.
It's my favorite Rocky movie.
There's one that I really want to pick, but I don't think anyone's going to say it, so I'm going to wait for that to be my fifth one. But
Okay.
right now, we're going to go with another legacy pick. Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Connor!
I knew that was coming. That's
Connor.
the one. I was looking at my list saying, what do I want over Top Gun Maverick or Paddington 2?
That was
I knew-
literally my
Paddington
next
was a good
two.
one.
That was
I knew
literally
that-
my next two.
Sorry, Kai. Come on, please, can no one pick this one? I really fucking.
How many more have I got left? 2.
Two.
Yeah.
So you got one now.
Okay. See, there's still some good ones on the list, but like, it's what I want to take right now. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'll take Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
No!
I like that film.
Oh my
That was
god!
my
like that
next
film.
pick.
I like
I
that film.
hated being first. I never want to go first again.
Oh, okay.
Josiah next year.
See, I could just make Harvey cry with my next pick.
Don't you dare.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I mean, I have 2 films above it that I could still pick, but you just took Winter Soldier off me. So I'm going to take Pirates of the Caribbean,
No!
Dead Man's Chest.
No! I thought I'd be able to sneak that 5th round. I hate you. I hate you.
It's okay.
So all of my choices have now gone, which means I'm left with 6 movies that I really didn't want, really, but we're here. You know what? Just because I want votes, I don't want to be watching Cars 2. I've not seen it, but I know I'm going to get votes for it. Godfather 2. Yeah.
No.
Don't care. Don't care. I'm going Godfather 2. Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
I'm sure it's a really, really good movie. Like the first one was definitely really good. Which means my final pick, kind of for the memes, but I feel like I'll get votes for it. Give me High School Musical 2, please.
Oh my gosh, great pick.
So
What an
scared when
incredible
you said
pick.
that.
What
That is a good
incredible
pick.
I
That is a
can't
very good
believe
pick.
you've taken Godfather Part 2 without seeing it. That is a disgrace. Any of us could have done that, Kai, and you were the one who had to do it.
Well, we said one of us had to do it, otherwise we're getting cancelled. So I
Yeah,
thought
true.
I'd bite
To
on it.
be, to be fair,
I thought someone had seen it.
No,
No.
we've started
No.
a film
Seen the
podcast without
first.
seeing the Godfather trilogy. Like we're awful.
I should have.
humans.
Oh, I should have made that the punishment because it's just so long.
Yeah, I was meaning to watch it, but it's just too long. Okay, there's a few I can go for. But if I'm staying true to myself, I left this to the end, till the end, even though it's probably in like my top 5 favorites. Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you so
Were
much.
you gonna pick that?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can pick something.
What have I got left?
I kind of wish I didn't take Pirates of the Caribbean, because I have like 2 or 3 above it. I just took it to spite you.
Yeah.
Harvey.
I'm torn between 2. And I feel like whatever I don't pick, Connor's going to be taking. What do I deem better? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me Back to the Future 2.
Yeah, good pick.
Yes, I have the most rogue out there pick ever. It's so good. This is the winning pick, and none of you picked it. Muppets Most Wanted.
No.
They song saying this is a sequel.
Yeah,
There's a
no,
song
yeah,
about
but
it
it's
being a
not.
sequel.
Nah.
It's the winning pick. It's the winner.
Is it the winning pick though? Like,
I
is
know
it?
I'm about to.
Ty, let him
I
have
don't
it.
care. Just to say,
Let him
Muppets
have
Most Wanted.
Oh, this is Kai. You are so gonna win this week, and you've not even seen the film that's gonna make you win. I'm looking at your list, and like, if I saw someone else have this list, I'd be like, yeah, they've won. So, okay, well, do you want me to
Do you
read
want to
out
list
your
them?
list?
Yeah. Do you want to list them off, Josiah?
Kai, this is so OP. Empire Strikes Back, Aliens, Toy Story 2, Godfather Part 2, and High School Musical 2. That's so good.
Yeah.
The top 5 movies of all time, from what I've heard.
All right, mine. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, Terminator 2, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Dead Man's Chest, and Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
AS ropes for you, Josiah. I'm sorry.
I don't think it is at all.
I don't know.
I think I'm all right.
That's a good one. There's some good ones in there.
Dead Man's Chest is the one that's letting me down, I'll be honest. I should have gone John Wick 2.
I'm kind of
but-
glad you took it so that I didn't have to.
Yeah, I had John Wick 2 above it and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
That was on my
I was
John Wick 2
thinking
was on my
Dawn of
list.
the
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes.
Harvey has The Dark Knight, Spider-Man 2, Paddington 2, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and Back to the Future 2.
I've
I
lost.
think it'll be all right. I'll be
That's
honest,
all right.
Connor,
I think that's all right.
Connor has Shrek 2,
That's
Blade... I don't know for first round. Blade Runner 2049, Rocky 2, Top Gun Maverick, and Muppets Most Wanted.
I've lost. All right,
No,
guys, I'll
no, no,
start
no.
with-
There's
I'll
some
start
good.
with
This
Gus,
is going to be
right?
tight. I think the only person that's clear is Kai.
I know how to play these games.
I'm so annoyed that you're.
And I didn't get my first picks either. Think of how good my list. I mean, my list is pretty solid, but take off High School Musical 2 and give me Top Gun Maverick. I would have.
What was your top 5? Like, what did you want?
My top 4, like for my first choice was Empire Strikes Back, Aliens, Toy Story 2, and The Dark Knight.
No Two Towers.
Two Towers was low on my list. It was going to be my 4th or 5th pick. It's a very good movie, but it's the weakest Lord of the Rings movie. I think if Return of the King was on it, then it's like,
Still
yeah,
5-star.
No, yeah. But I just think it doesn't have as much like I don't think many people are going to see Two Towers and be like, that's a good, that's the if Return of the King, great list. Two Towers is like, oh cool. No, maybe I don't know.
I still think you're going to win though because this silly Godfather Aliens duo.
Well, Aliens
and
I have seen all of these
Empire.
I have seen all of them apart from Godfather. And we said one of us has to do it or we're getting cancelled. So I took one for the team and took one of the greatest movies of all time. So
it's fine. I hope you're happy. Enjoy
I'll watch it this week just to, kind of validate it a bit.
I'll add another win to the spreadsheet for you, Kai. I'll do it now.
Thanks, man.
No, if you want to validate it, you have to watch it either tonight or tomorrow before the podcast releases. If not,
if not, disqualification.
I don't have 6 hours free.
You have to watch Cars 2.
So yeah, that was the sequels draft. That was cool. Nice. That's everything, right? Covered everything that registered in the week. Any other news?
I'm interviewing a director today.
Oh,
what?
Pete.
It's for a movie called Kindling, which is coming out in like a week or 2 from Signature.
Cool.
I watched it last night. Very, very good movie. So I'm excited to talk to the director, writer, and producer. So yeah, doing that today. That's fun.
That's amazing.
That's
nice.
sick.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah. Next week's Josiah's, isn't it? Josiah.
Yeah. I'll add that to the list. I don't know what's coming out this week. Is there anything?
Mando finale.
There is something coming out on Mando. And then also something comes out on Friday, and I can't think of what it is.
Big George Foreman, right?
That's it. No, that's next Friday or next week.
So yeah, that was episode 2 of the Unoriginal Screenplay podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you, you three, for once again joining me. I was rubbish today. I'm a terrible host. I can't wait to do this again in 4 weeks.
Everyone comment, Harvey, you were amazing. Everyone.
No, it's fine.
No one's this far, Josiah.
If you are this far, please like the YouTube or rate 5 stars on Spotify. We need to get up there.
We want to go for top 100 before the end of the year. That's my goal.
Yeah, we've got to make
top 100
it. So if you guys could help us get there, that would be much appreciated. Follow us on all the socials. You can vote in the Twitter poll for the draft, see who you want to win and stuff like that. It's all over there. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.